Welcome back to another Let's Play video. This is kind of where we stopped last time on the Neroland server. We made the shop, but as you can see, it's only 50% filled. So yeah, we have to work on that. So it's partially empty still, and I'm still lacking also a few resources. So we're gonna have to go back a little bit on farming today, but also what we want to do is of course start our build actually, or our base, and thereby I don't mean like farms underground. I mean like a proper build overground. So that's also what we want to get started today, so let's hop into it. So I wanted to show you as well the update on the farm. So here we see the bamboo now, which is going fully to the top. And I also extended a little bit the cactus farm, and I think this is looking quite nice, and it's also producing quite well. I put down some water here at the moment, just so that if I fall, I will not die of fall damage. So also what I saw is that the cacti, just this water stream here, giving them so much momentum that they actually sometimes land on here. So what I want to do maybe is to maybe give the bottom row here where the water is, maybe put some soul sand on here so that the items are slowed down a little bit, and maybe even have some kind of cobwebs or something here to prevent that they are like flying all over to these platforms where we have the slime farm. So let's go up. Just want to show you a little bit more what I did so far. And yeah, okay, now we are here. Let's move over a little bit. Okay, so I started as well like so this will be the top of the farm of like our super chunk, super quarter chunk, and here we have a nether portal. I will add now a few more. I already mined the obsidian, and here we have a turtle egg, so this way they are attracted and fall in here and then fall down, and normally there would be no water, and so that they will die based on fall damage. Then I also experimenting a little bit here. I made these platforms, as you can see. So these platforms with the carpet here will have creepers spawning, skeletons spawning, as well as zombies spawning. And the zombies are just running here to the egg and fall down as well. The creepers flee from the cat, so they also will fall down. And the skeletons will flee from the dog and also will fall down. So I'm testing this a little bit. It works as well. We can have a look downstairs just to see the current loot situation. Yeah. What I'm wondering though, maybe I will change this a little bit, because I think aesthetically I don't like it too much, I must say. Also, it's not completely beginner friendly, because it's a bit tedious to get the dogs and the cats and to tame them and bring them over and put them in position. So I'm thinking about maybe revising this section. So then also let's have a look at the loot at the moment. We take out here the water again, so that mobs that fall down also get damage. And we have now a double pickup system, because the variety of loot is too big for just one to handle. And here we have already, as you can see now, the farm is already also producing gold, rotten flesh from zombies and zombie pigments. We even have some bones. I took out already some for skeletons. We get from creepers, we get some gunpowder, and even one witch. I don't know why she walked off, must have been in here. Oh, but that's pretty good. And yeah, next step is then to get the gold production a bit higher. Now we have here 10 portals behind each other. Whoops. Okay, but you saw it. So we had like 10 portals, each 10 by 10, and that should help us to get more zombie pigmen spawning, and we should get more gold. I just want to show you as well that I added a little bee farm up here. One for honey bottles and one for honeycombs. I just replaced the glass what I usually had here with some flowers for the bees. I think it looks quite okay in here, and it's just the circuit here. If you also want to have a look and build it yourself. But unfortunately, this experiment has already proven not be too great, because the first bee that came here was immediately going into the portal and gone. And I was like, okay, maybe I can wrap this up with some trapdoors. And then the second bee came and flew right into the cactus. And the third bee came, flew right into a shaft which was still open here. So yeah, I don't know about the efficiency of this farm here. I don't know if this continues to happen, that they fly into the portal or into the cacti. But I mean, it's producing now. So, but maybe I have to move it later. Anyways, I thought I share this with you. And also I just want to show you now, I mean, it's really a great variety of items we can get now here. I took out already plenty of stuff, but it's a good mix already. And I think we are farm-wise now, I think done, at least for this episode. And we can look into something more interesting maybe, into some building. While exploring these new biomes, I learned a few things, and you probably know them already, but I just thought I mentioned them anyhow. So if you wear gold armor, then they are not gonna attack. But what I learned actually is that you just need one piece of gold armor. So I at the beginning thought you need complete gold armor, but this is not the case. And if you think then further, I think then it's, maybe you will agree or not with me, but I thought at least, I think the helmet is the least valuable item, since it's the same protection as the boots, but like you normally have like aqua affinity and respiration and stuff on the boots, on the helmet, which is kind of useless in the nether. And you may have frostwalker or feather falling, which is useful in the nether. So I think this is the best setup in the nether. Maybe you can also of course use the elytra, but use a golden helmet is, I think, the easiest to get along with these guys and still have a very, very decent protection. Hey, how are you? So another trick I learned is it's always good to have in the hotbar one of these green warp fungus. So if you're getting tackled by a lot of those guys, you can just place it down and they run away. So this trick even goes so far that you can just walk up and place one down and they wouldn't run away. And if you have any kind of bow or anything, you can very easily get rid of them. Without them retaliating. That's very nice. Just place down one of those. So I'm also searching for basalt. You need to be a bit careful because I still don't have any potion of fire resistance. Okay, here seems to be some Blackstone or whatever it's called. Hey, we found something. Very nice, our first ancient debris. So this is the result that we got. I think quite successful. At least we got a little new building blocks that we can try out now, and I'm really excited for that. We added some of the stuff we found in the nether as well here. So this way now we are tutti completo. Since we farmed up already a little bit, it's also now possible that we are looking into real projects. And the case, of course, is the question is, what are we gonna do with our land here? And I thought about it a bit, and yeah, as you can see now on the screen, we have like a baby plan, a master plan, where we kind of built a little city type, a little village type, but of course with different build style than the naturally spawned villages. And yeah, for example, what we could have is a nice city center, a main house on this island tongue, and library maybe up a little bit the mountains, maybe some farmland and farmer, church, blacksmith and toolsmith and stuff, to make it a nice city. And of course, and that is these will be of course not just for the eye candy, but of course we also will have some nice redstone stuff inside. So I was thinking of, we have all these farms that we built previously, but they should be also well connected to all the houses. So that we, for example, in the blacksmith, and I started this process already a little bit, but I didn't get far. For example, in the blacksmith that we have all the bamboo is coming to the blacksmith as well as all the cactus, so that we can grind and gain some experience from the furnaces in the blacksmith. So here you can see already that I laid out a few blocks here and also up here, just to see on where the buildings could go. And also I'm yeah, putting down here a little bit already how it could look like inside. It's a bit unusual. Normally we would start with a frame and then just build the house, but since it will contain some redstone logic, I want to build this first, just to make sure that we have the interface, that we have enough space inside the house, and then we'll have some redstone here behind. So I will build the basic interface first and see that it's gonna be enough space, and then I can then we can start to build the house around here. Before everything is gonna be hidden, I also wanted to show you what I built. Eventually we will get cactus and bamboo up here, which will be put into the furnaces, and these furnaces are then backlogging here the finished items. So once this is full and this is full, one array is done, and since 1.14 it's possible then to take out an item and that you get the experience even though a hopper is used here. So the idea is then that once this is full, this is more or less the amount, that you exactly require to completely repair a pickaxe. So you take your pickaxe, you take an item out of here, you get a lot of experience, and then you still have this backlog of items here, and here you can then press a button and this will flush out the system. In this case it's gonna be green dye which is flushed out here and then flushed somewhere to the other side of the building. And we just have some water streams and a very basic design. Maybe I can show it from here so that you can see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, next up is now to finally get away a bit from the redstone and build the house. As a first step, I'm controlling the pillars we're gonna have, or the stabilizing elements of the build. And what I really would like to do as well with you is here that we also use some of the newer blocks as well. Even when we have different buildings, even if it's not completely fitting together, but it would be nice to just use some of the new blocks as well to see on how they work. And I think this basalt actually is working fine, for example, or could work fine for like a blacksmith who's working a lot with fire and coal. So it has like this little bit of coaly feel to it, if I can say it like that. So yeah, let me know if that's also what you think, and I will now build up the basic elements of the house. The key to every blacksmith building, in my opinion, is that it's always twofold, two parts, that you kind of have like a proper building, but then you also have an outside area where the actual forge is. And this is exactly what I want to do here. So this is going to be the outside part, which I for now will place with just cobblestone for now, and we will then loosen up the texture a little bit afterwards. As a filling material, we will try to use light gray concrete. I added now a basic roof. So we have like an overhang of 1, as you can see here, to give it a little bit of depth. And then there's these stairs, upside down and regular one. And I used also a little bit of spruce to give it a bit more different of color. And here we have on the side, on the outside part where we have the forge, we have a slow slope roof here. One way of getting rid of the captain is just let them kill him. And this way we don't get the bad omen effect. Now I've filled in as well the top floor a little bit. Start a little bit of decoration as well. And here on the outside area I put a fence wall. I also used some other stones here to loosen up it a bit. We'll put carpets here on top. These are just to provide light. And then we have here the experience bank so far. And here we have a mini stair upstairs. There's not much yet. Just want to show you also the work in progress. And then the final products, for example, the green dye or whatever, is falling down here in the water stream, going around underground, and comes up here at the moment. So that's where we then can decide here to store it if we don't have enough, or to burn it in case we already have enough of it. Now I added a little forge and chimney, the campfire up there, and basic construct here. Maybe I have to refine this a little bit on the right hand side for the looks, but it's a little bit also more on the functional side. So the produced goods like green dye are coming out this way around and then collected here, and everything in excess is then burned here. So this is that. I think here not much changed yet. And I think now it's time to do a little bit more decoration, and then also to hook up the system to our farms that we have underground. And there we are with some base decoration. I used some leaves here just to make it a little bit more green. Created a little pathway, always with some light under carpets here. I also try to incorporate some of the new blocks, for example the chain block here. This is something I've seen on Reddit. Gives like a very nice hanging chain here. I think that works quite fine for the entrance here. And yeah, let's maybe walk outside real quick. I also put in one of these warped wood blocks here, just one, because the color is quite extreme, so I don't want to put too many of those. Yeah, more green around here. A little bit of berries, a bit more green up here as well, a bit green coming down. Now let's have a look inside. So I added a little bit of what I could imagine what a blacksmith could be using. So I added also this red warped block from the nether behind here. I think it gives this... I think it's okay. It fits kind of okay. It gives a little bit of shininess and glimmering. Also use the regular basalt, so not the polished one here. I think that fits like this as well. Another chain I tried here, maybe something hanging. Some materials around. Some more materials around, like a chain without anything here, just as a decoration. Yeah, that's how far I got so far with the decorating part. Yeah, let me know what you think of it, if you like it, or if you don't like it, or what could be improved. I really would like to hear your opinion. I have a few more thoughts of what could be done, but I don't have the materials right now, so maybe we will postpone that to another time. I also want to get the redstone part really running and connected, so that's what I would like to focus next on. But yeah, this is the blacksmith project. I like it. I'm very glad how it turned out so far. I just saw that it's also almost time already to wrap up the episode. So we are then basically just going quickly to the shopping district, see what's going on there, and then also wrap up the episode already. So we have to postpone the redstone part of the forge to the next episode. Let's also check if we have any sales. Wow, someone likes these hats. Very nice, 3 diamonds. A lot of small stuff here, so I don't expect a lot. But 3 diamonds is 3 diamonds. Very nice. And since I'm kind of broke, it's actually quite a lot. Very nice. There's also a new shop in town. Looks like a big hammer. I think it's gonna be iron. Iron farm. I have to be a little bit careful though, because all my Frostwalker boots can destroy some of the water stuff easily. Alright, let's have a look. Iron ingots. Okay, 1 diamond per stack. That's fine. Mine cards. 1 diamond, 16 hoppers. That's actually weird because 16 hoppers needs 80 iron and a lot of wood, so it's actually cheaper and it needs to be produced. So this is the good deal here in this shop for sure. Iron bars, cauldrons, anvils. That's, I think, also a good deal. I would have to calculate. It's okay. Very nice. And stuff here from the owner. Cool. Now it's award time. And this award goes to Comrade Gopnik. So Comrade Gopnik pointed out that one of the videos where had the entertainer music, he pointed out that you can also just play it a little bit faster. And this is a good hint, which is true for a lot of the classic music, I guess. You can play it a bit more quicker and then have a little bit more dynamic feeling of it or something. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. It's a good hint. But that's it already for our episode today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Flexing some muscles. Wow. It's transparent. Must be a bug in or is it reflective? Hard to say. I didn't know. Seems like, yeah, the bees can open trapdoors.